Hello, fellow forward pushers. This is Brenda Stone. I am Coach Brenda to many of you, and those that don't know me, I am Brenda Stone, Coach Brenda. Yes, I am the founder and CEO of Forward Push Empowerment. I help women get unstuck, gain momentum, and stay on course. I love doing just that. I have been pushed aside, I have been pushed back, and I have been pushed down. But I'm telling you, there is absolutely nothing like a forward push. And so my passion is to help women get unstuck, gain momentum, and stay on course with their goals, their themes, and their dreams. I jumped on here, and the topic of conversation is wisdom and finishing focused. You probably heard the term of finishing strong, but I like to say there's no way possible you can finish strong if you don't finish focused. And finishing focus is really about putting the high priorities to be the high priorities. Too many of us put so many things out there, say so many things we want to do and that we're going to do. But by the end of the first quarter, we've already lost ground. I believe in setting your intentions and setting your purpose. And I believe in strategically planning a playbook on how to do that. Some of us, there's some people out there that are great at casting big vision and clumping it all together. That's not me, okay? What I am good at now, what I've learned about me, which is one tip that's very important. Study yourself, know thyself, and be true to thyself. What I know about me is that I have to break it down in increments in order to help me stay the course and be consistent. So I break down my year in 4 quarters because there's 4 quarters in a year. So I tell myself, what is a high priority for each quarter? And then I work off of that. That's a really good tip. You might want to write that down. And then also, as we come up to the end of the year, one of my favorite scriptures on closing out a year is Ecclesiastics 7:8. And I'm reading from the Message Bible, and it basically says, endings are better than beginnings. Sticking to it is better than standing out. A lot of us start our year out with a lot of flash, a lot of glitter. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you put it out into the atmosphere where many ears can hear it, including the enemy. He is studying you and he is listening to what you say you're going to do. And now he's strategically finding every way, any way to stop you from completing those goals. Well, we're here at the end of the year, and I am so godly proud of myself for the things that I put out there. And I don't know as much as what I've accomplished. Would it have gotten accomplished had I not put a playbook in place and followed that playbook? So that's what I did at the beginning of the year. And let me tell you, I was very scared. This was a scary year for me because I put these things out there. I wrote them down at the beginning of the year, and now I have to follow them out. Now I have to complete these in order to get to December. And trust me when I tell you, every quarter I wanted to Michael Jackson, as I call it, moonwalk back out of those things. But I refused to back up. I refused to quit, and I refused to turn around. I encourage you to do the same. That's another tip for you. And I just stayed the course, and I cried out to my inner circle. Your inner circle can't be large. I tried to stick with 4 people. They can change, but stick with 4 people to help me navigate because the year was very challenging too, especially when you put goals out there for yourself. So make sure that you have a tight, a trustworthy, not just a flavorable inner circle where they're patting you on the back and saying everything beautiful about what you're doing, but someone that can hold you accountable if you get off course. At the beginning of the year, I had a wonderful accountability partner that looked me in the eye and said, no, you don't want to do that. And sometimes that felt pinchy. I don't know about you. I don't know if you got accountability partners that are helping you and they can feel a little pinchy, but sometimes that's what we need to get us back in alignment, to get us back on course where God originally intended for us to be. So welcome that help. I haven't always been like this. I do want to say that I haven't always been focused. I love doing a lot. But I was hitting and missing. I was, like you're hitting something and that thing, that pinata, is it? And where you're hitting it at the birthday parties and you're hitting it and you can't break it and the candy doesn't come down. It was kind of like that. But what I learned by the gift of the Holy Spirit, who is my earthly guide, by the way, I don't know who the Holy Spirit is to you, but he has helped me navigate through the terrains of this year. But for a long time in my life, I love him. I absolutely love him. I could do nothing without him. I want to say that publicly. So for me, I would always ask my earthly God which way we're going. How do I do this? He always was faithful about showing up. He's an amazing helper. Just like Jesus said, I'm going to leave you a helper, a comforter that's going to help you navigate through the highs and the lows. And he has done his job very well. So in this wisdom of finishing focus, you must end the year and be intentional, because it's more meaningful how you end the year than how you started the year. Number 2, you must always cultivate a rhythm for reflection. I think that's like the most important. I think like when you go into the new year, I think you go into it more effectively, more confidently, if you've already done some work in the latter year. Like right about this season right now, I've done a lot of reflective work. I'm not even finished. I'm going to go right up into the end. I'm going to hear the Holy Spirit and check those lists and check them twice. But I think in this season right here, and I encourage you, you have time left to get aside with God and ask him, what's my theme for next year? What's my driving word that's going to drive me through next year? I already know mine's. Mine's is propel. Okay, so I'm excited about that. And my theme for next year is why not me? That's right, why not me? So you'll be hearing more about that, so stay tuned for that, because why not me? Why not you? Why can't we excel? Why can't we expand? Why can't we occupy territory that we are envious and looking at other people occupy? There's no reason why we can't. Focus. Finish focus is the key, so that when you step into the new, you step into it with more confidence. And so I must say that when we set our intentions and we do that, we can take advantage of opportunities that God is going to present to us. Okay, we can take advantage of them. But if we don't set our intentions to put a game plan, game book in place, we don't have the confidence. We'll lack the confidence when it's time to step up to those opportunities. And that's when we want to do the little Michael Jackson moonwalk backwards. And then here comes the regret. Na 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 na, na na na. You know, the devil is so good at sticking his finger at us and saying na 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 na. But with confidence, we can get those things that are done, that have been placed in our heart. After all, the things that are in your heart, 90% of them, God has given them to you, okay? Especially if they're good, they're pure, they're honest, and they're just, and they're going to help someone else. And so I believe that I'm on the right track with him. I'm in alignment with him, and I'm hearing from him. And I am godly excited about that. And I'm just trying to fuel you and encourage you and admonish you. Set some time aside before the end of the year to get with God and listen. Listen intently, listen closely to what he is saying. It doesn't take a lot of fasting and praying to hear God, but it does take some quiet, some peace, some open ears, and open heart. And lastly, the way you finish something often leaves a lasting impression on people more than how you initially started the thing. At the beginning of the year, you make all these plans and you put it out and you can't wait to tell your friends. You get on social media, you pop up there and you say, this is going to be the year of this is going to be the year of that. Well, the devil loves that. He cannot wait for you to announce what you're going to do, because he will immediately go on the tack to see how he can sabotage the thing that you have placed out into the atmosphere. So I encourage you to get aside with God, invite him into the whole thing. Invite him into the whole thing. He will ward off the chatter from behind. He will walk beside you, and he already has gone before you. Proverbs talks about that. It says, commit your plans and your ways unto the Lord, and he will make sure that they are established. Okay? So remember that. And realize that maybe you need help because you're stuck and you don't know how to do this, because we can get into this a little deeper. I talk about the push killers. Ooh, that's a good message, and I'll be coming back with that. But the push killers, those things that stop you, hinder you, back you up, trip you from moving and going forward on your goals. Those things come in and speak to your head, self-sabotaging voices telling you you're not good enough, you can't do it, it's too big and it's too hard. Not here, not now, not today. I'm your push coach, and if you're interested in getting a push, if you're interested in getting unstuck, getting momentum, and staying on course, click the link in my bio. Sign up for a seat in the rooms. Sign up for a package to get yourself where you're going to have a successful 2024. I'm telling you, you're worth it. It's possible. TGIP. That's another topic I'll talk to you about at another time. There is absolutely nothing. When I tell you nothing, nothing like a forward push, especially if you've been pushed back, pushed aside, or pushed down. Go tell someone you just got pushed. Have an amazing night.